The search is on for a killer who walked into a New Jersey restaurant and fatally shot a customer at the bar. This happened at the Applebee's on Route 1 Brunswick Pike in Lawrenceville, Mercer County. Eyewitness News reporter Cleve Bryan is live at the scene with new information about the victim and the suspect. Cleve.
What the police described to us seems to be a very deliberate act. The shooter went in the Applebee's here and carried out that fatal shooting without any regard for the people who were present.
There was only about a half hour left until closing at this Applebee's near the Quaker Bridge Mall when police say an execution-style murder occurred. 12:25 a.m. Lawrence Township Police got the call that a man walked in with a gun, approached another man sitting at the bar, and shot him in the head.
They saw an individual suffering from an apparent gunshot wound to the head. The individual is in his early to mid-20s, who is the victim.
Authorities say the victim is 23-year-old Devin Smith of Lawrence Township. Police say he died in the restaurant but have not released any details about a possible motive. The shooter, who police could only describe as a black male in his 20s, left before police arrived.
He exited the Applebee's and entered a dark-colored SUV.
The Mercer County Homicide Task Force, as well as state police and Lawrence Township police departments, are all investigating. A police canine searched around the parking lot for clues as the restaurant remained closed all day. Customers at the Dunkin' Donuts right next door couldn't believe such a violent and seemingly calculated attack happened at a popular restaurant.
I'm speechless about that.
It's just so sad. It's just nothing is safe anymore. You know, not even in a restaurant. That's so sad.
No word how many employees or customers were present at the time of the shooting, but it wasn't long after Monday Night Football and a late 76ers game wrapped up.
I can't imagine the people that were in there. That's pretty scary. Hopefully they figure out who did it.
And we can see there are security cameras at the Applebee's, and police told us this afternoon that they're working on several leads and we're hopeful to make an arrest in the near future. But anyone with information is encouraged to call Lawrence Township Police, State Police, or the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Live in Lawrence Township, I'm Cleve Bryan, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Cleve, thanks.
Hey guys, welcome back to Nicole's View. Now this is some local news in my area here in New Jersey. And I wanted to speak on it. It's just very sad. And when I heard about it, it just made me shake my head. I'm very familiar with this area because, hell, I shop in this area. The damn Quaker Bridge Mall is where I go to get things, okay? And the Applebee's is right off Route 1. It's right all in the same area. I've been in there too. So when you hear stuff like this, and that's not a bad area, okay? So it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter where you are. When crime is going to go down, it's going to go down. And this is a perfect example of it. Because who would have ever thought that this would happen to this young man in that restaurant? Okay, in an Applebee's. And his name is Devin Smith. He was only 23 years old. He's a damn baby, still getting his life started. Oh. Anyway, and according to that news clip, I think the person who did this is another black male in his 20s. So I'm curious to really know why the hell did he do this? It sounded like it was very planned out, targeted, and it's just sickening. And I feel bad for the people who were there and witnessed this. Can you imagine the workers? I mean, these people are going to be just messed up for a while, if not a lifetime. And my heart and prayers goes out to his family. I'm just sad to hear this. Another young black man taken out for what? Okay, for what? And I guess that's what we're going to get down to the bottom of once this investigation is completed. So I'm reading this from the Black Loop, and it says, crime is definitely on the rise. More and more stories are surfacing as there simply seems to be no boundaries or lines that one does not cross when referencing violence. On Tuesday, 23-year-old Devin Smith was simply getting a bite to eat at an Applebee's in Lawrence, New Jersey, according to information the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office released. I believe it's supposed to say on maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know why it says on New Jersey. Anyway, during which time Smith was sitting at the restaurant chain bar area around 12:25 a.m. when authorities believe that Smith was an alleged target after an unknown gunman entered into the restaurant. The unidentified man, described as a man in his 20s, walked up to Smith and shot him in the back of the head and neck, then fled the scene. The shooter allegedly jumped into a dark-colored sport utility-type vehicle and fled the scene, and his whereabouts currently are unknown. And for those who don't know, well, the layout in New Jersey, and some of you who do, so there's Lawrenceville, and then you kind of go down further. You're not that far from Trenton, so it's very easy to believe he could have went straight there or came out of Trenton. Either way, when you hear Trenton, when you're in Newark, you're like, uh-oh. This is like, you want to be careful where you're at, okay? That's just how it is in these bigger cities. Anyway, authorities were called to the scene where Smith was pronounced dead. There were no other injuries outside of Smith's shooting, leading authorities to believe that Smith was a targeted shot. So this was a planned hit. Initially, authorities did not know who the victim was and expressed that no community is exempt from violence. It's very unusual to have a homicide in an establishment like Applebee's, a family restaurant. Mercer County prosecutor, Angelo Onorfi said, it goes to illustrate how violence has proliferated and that no community is exempt from violence. Very true. Crime happens everywhere. Smith's murder is the first in a long time for the community of Lawrence. The last homicide occurred back in 2001 when Sean Anderson was murdered after an argument outside of the Sleepy Hollow Motel. Police were able to capture Jamar Hill. I think we can guess what these folks are or who they are. After a rooftop-to-rooftop foot chase and charged him with murder. Hill was acquitted of first-degree murder, but was convicted of reckless manslaughter in 2002. Now the Smith family is left to mourn the loss of their loved one. We offer our condolences to the family of those impacted. The safety and security of our guests and team members is paramount, Melissa Carreri, an Applebee spokeswoman, said. The local franchise is fully cooperating with authorities, she said. Authorities are following up on leads, and according to information posted on New Jersey, we have several promising leads and hope to make an arrest soon, Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Onfori, I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, told reporters at the scene Tuesday afternoon. Anyone with information is asked to call Sergeant Gary Wasco or Detective Michael Hughes of the Mercer County Homicide Task Force at 609-989-6406. So, yes, my people, a very, very sad week. A young man just killed for what? For what? I just hate these stories, and I hate when they happen right in your backyard. It's like it's the worst. It's just not a good feeling at all. Come on, people. Okay, come on. We got to stop killing ourselves. We got to stop killing each other. And when they get down to the bottom of this, if this is over some stupid shit, like, I have no sympathy for you, for the person who did this. Okay. But hopefully we'll get down to the nitty-gritty as to why this young man was taken out like this. Such a waste. Such a waste. Anyway, my heart and prayers goes out to this family. Guys, let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.